Hi, my name is Z, and I play AE, and I'm ashamed to say I also play Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
The Koreans are not ashamed to say that.
No, wherever the money goes, they will be there.
Alright. First off, how was Cross Counter Asia formed?
Alright, Cross Counter Asia started because Cross Counter is a global brand, and it makes sense to be in Asia, which is the homeland of fighting games, a lot of them. So it makes sense to have a division there, and we just happen to be in the right spot at the right time.
Oh, and one more thing I wanted to know a while ago. How come you haven't gotten people like Tokido or Daigo or Kazunoko for interviews and stuff like that? Like the...
Didn't I just have a Daigo interview?
You had it? Oh yeah, you had the Daigo interview. Okay, my bad.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it.
Okay.
It was up on stage as well.
Okay.
My bad. Okay, how come it took you so long to get that?
Because those are the big players, and they have the most media coverage on them, and I don't like asking anything that you could Google. So I hate the stupid questions like,
I agree.
hey, what do you think about the Japanese FGC compared to the American FGC?
That's why I asked the Stream Monsters and 4chan for questions.
So, and they've been asked that, so many times, and I'm sure they get tired of it. And so if I can't come up with anything creative, I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why I asked the Stream Monsters and 4chan, because they always have something great.
Yeah, I think that the Stream Monsters... The flip side of all the venom that they spew is that they're an incredible source of wit, and you really find that within that mob there is like a diamond in the rough, and I like to just pilfer those one-liners, put them on Twitter and get like 10 retweets. It must be pretty tiring to come up with so many accounts, because you probably need a separate email account to make...
You do not. You do not. You could actually sign up with the same email. I've signed up with fake emails. I just like think of a witty name and just name the email at whatever.com.
Yeah, I think it's quite alarming at the speed at which the stream moves. Like it's amazing. I personally think that they should take it in stride. The stream, they shouldn't be a Nazi about it. I don't know if you watched the Toryuken stream, what happened there. When Fnatic.
Yeah, when Fnatic and then the Stream Monsters hijacked it. Fnatic was just,
No, he instigated
he did instigate. But they were just, banning everybody left and right. They banned Noah, they banned Neo, they banned Offcast, they banned so many people.
When you shoot an Uzi, there's going to be innocent bystanders that get hit. That's all I can say. So you should stay out of the shrapnel when you know that there is a heavy-handed mod on the stream. Just know who you're messing with.
Alright. And back to the normal.
And you know what? Actually, I implore everyone to do all you can. Spirit Bomb Spooky. I can't help but think that maybe the trolling sometimes gets overboard and it tires him out, and he is a gem in our community. And so turn your negativity just for once, at least with Spooky, and try to encourage it to come back. There's no way that he can ignore all your messages. So I hope this...
Alright, and where did you learn all of the languages you speak?
Just from traveling and from reading, playing video games.
This Evo, how did you and Cien do?
I don't really count, but Cien didn't perform as up to his standards.
He got top 3 at SBO for KOF once, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but you can see that Bala wasn't there. So I mean the game has changed a lot since 2010, I think it was.
Do you watch a lot of anime?
Yes, and I'm actually looking forward to Comic-Con.
Oh, you're going to Comic-Con?
I hope to. I don't know how to get in because it's sold out. So if I can sort of squirm my way in, I would love to go.
You can sneak in, just say your press, have a camera.
Yeah, but they don't do on-site press registration.
No, sneak in, find a back door.
Oh, okay.
Have a badge, or just do a little trick. One person.
The thing is, I don't have any anime connections yet. Because I went to my first anime fest.
Yeah, you went to Anime Expo, didn't you?
And that was my first.
Yes,
so I don't know anyone in the community, and if I could do that switcheroo thing, I would love to.
I thought I saw you there too. I was like, what's he doing
there?
here?
Yeah.
I saw you. I'm like, is that Z? Nah.
Why would you think I wouldn't be there? That's
Because
like,
I thought you were like in Singapore or something.
yeah, we come to LA before every Evo just to like hang out with the US crew and film.
All right, and what are some of your favorite animes?
I like Fruits Basket. Claymore for manga. I like reading it. The best will always be Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop and Kenshin. But those are like very generic, I think, answers like for a Western viewer. All right, you're not getting any tentacle porn answers out of me.
All right, and what does Cross Counter Asia have planned for the future?
We're looking for new talent. So if there are any female viewers on this podcast, send us your. Yeah, I mean, if send us your credentials. Like we want to find more people, and we also want to move into new genres because I think the FGC, as far as our production is concerned, it's pretty saturated for us. Like we just can't. So like me checking out these anime conventions, for example, is sort of doing market research on exploring new territories.
Filming at AX or
yeah, I just got some pictures, but I mean I had a lot of fun, and I originally like anime, so it's not. I'm not forcing myself to do anything. I was just blown away that this netherworld existed.
Yeah, AX it's a pretty party con. I don't know if you saw any of the room parties, but there's a lot of alcohol going around at AX.
Really? They all look underage.
Not in the convention itself, but like every hotel, there's always a crazy party going on.
See, I don't understand the nuances yet of that anime world, and so I don't want to like just jump in and then get myself.
If you want to learn, you know 4chan, right?
No, is that like?
It's like the American 2chan, but
Okay, is it anonymous?
Worse. Yeah, anonymous. Essentially.
Worse than Nichan?
It's like it's way crazier.
I can't imagine anything crazier than Nichan. If you go into like the dark corners of Nichan, it's like a cesspool of filth, bigotry, racism. It's the
like
worst
deepnet stuff.
examples of humanity.
Well, on 4chan, the cosplay board, CGL, just go there. If you want to learn exactly what it's like at AX, all the partyings, all the cosplay, you'll learn everything just by like spending one day there.
You seem to be familiar with the scene?
Before I got into fighting games around 07,
so we're like opposites in a way. Well, you transitioned here and I'm trying to go there. Maybe it's one of those grass is greener things. Do you regret leaving? Do you look back?
No, I do not.
You don't look back longingly on your anime days?
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I kind of wish I used to cosplay, but there's just a lot of cattiness going on.
For example, like who has the best?
Like who has the best cosplay?
Zelda?
Like starting shit over no reason. Kind of thing. A lot of drama.
I mean, there's drama in the FGC.
It's okay. Like imagine
who's the best Bipson.
Okay, imagine the cross assault thing with whatever that girl's name is on a daily basis.
Oh, the Miranda.
Yeah. Oh, was that her name?
Yeah.
Imagine that kind of thing on a daily basis.
So there's a lot of sexual.
Not
harassment?
sexual, but it's like starting shit over nothing, making big deals out of nothing, and a lot of just general a girl being a bitch. That's what it is.
That's funny because when I went to Anime Expo, I felt like it was more of a hippie kumbaya.
Well,
let's all mosh together.
That's during the day. At night, it gets different, and what you see online, it gets different. Like,
what do you mean by see online? Do they broadcast their parties?
They do have Nico. No,
Oh, Nico? Nico?
Yeah, Nico was there too.
Yeah, I saw them there.
But at night when you're at the parties or when you see someone talking about on CGL, on the cosplay website, or just that cosplayer's Facebook, they'll be saying about like the horrible things before the good things. Like
I actually find that I would think that I would flourish in such an environment where there's a lot of chaos and a lot of petty.
There's a lot of good-looking females.
Yeah, if you were to so there's all this like shit flinging, right? If you just walk in there, be a gentleman, keep your head above the water, and exude some sense of confidence, I would assume that it would go quite a long way. where everyone is sort of self-conscious. They're looking fat in their cosplay.
Also, there's
and they don't
also
have
a
friends.
big. There's also a big. It's sort of like this in the FGC, but not really. But like, if you're not cosplay famous and you want to talk to a cosplay famous person, they will kind of ignore you.
Can be people, but like you're right. Like our biggest player, Justin Wong, you can walk up to him, and even though you feel intimidated, like I do, right? Like you're in the presence of his greatness. He's still very approachable. He's walking around the venue. It's not like he has a posse that will push you away.
I know, it's different in the cosplay community because they would have like a posse and they would be all like.
See, I can't tell if it's the boyfriend trailing in the back and they have like a camera and they're carrying the tail.
It's not usually the boyfriend. It's just the photographer. And then there are some that like, if you look at them, you'll get the feeling like that photographer actually cares about their photos. That one just wants to get women.
How can you tell? So by and large, you're saying that the trailing photographers are not their boyfriends?
No. Did you think they were?
Yeah, well, I assumed... I was like, well, why is this guy carrying this girl's tail from dragging on the ground?
It's a little weird. Like, a lot of girlfriends won't cosplay with their boyfriend, or a lot of their boyfriends
You wouldn't
don't care.
want to, because...
Like, but they would cosplay with another dude, though. Like, if, Fruits Baskets, I forget the girl's name, if some girl was cosplaying that, but some other guy was cosplaying the redheaded guy.
Yeah.
That's not her boyfriend, and then they were doing the pictures. That's pretty common. But
I see. Okay, there's a strange dynamic there. Oh, I have another recommendation for anime. Oran.
Are you gonna say Oran Host Club?
Oh, is that what it's called?
Oran.
Yeah, Oran Host
It was pretty funny, but
yeah, I like that one.
do you also like Italia? Because that's pretty much the same.
No.
And there's also stuff like that. Like Italia is very big in America, and anime cons. Homestuck is very big. I don't know if you know what Homestuck is, but it's the worst.
I haven't been part of...
It's you don't need to know. It's the worst thing in existence.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I stick to my basics, my Claymore.
Fruits Baskets. I think Fruits Baskets is shit, but that's just me. What about Berserk? If you like Claymore, you gotta like Berserk.
I like Berserk because at that time there was nothing as violent as Berserk, and I discovered this, I don't know when Berserk came out, but I hate when they like finish the series and you need to wait like a year for it to complete.
Oh yeah. They have the new OVA. I still haven't watched that. I haven't downloaded.
There's like OVAs and sometimes there's like only the manga continues. I hate the discontinuity.
Wow, I just went on a random tangent.
Because I just want to sit down and have like an anime marathon, and then like you're at the last episode and you're searching for torrents, but you can't find anything. So.
Okay. How's your Jav what should I call it? Your Jav collection going?
Well, I live in Taiwan, and AV is banned in Taiwan. You can't film it, just like in China, and I think Korea. They don't have an adult film industry, and so what they do is they import from Japan. So, because it's illegal, the government still sort of allows the black market to flourish, and so they're very cheap.
Okay. And they're cheap. Have you macked on Kaio Police or Kara yet?
I tend to freeze up when I meet someone that's like a greater force than me. I think that's natural for anyone, right? Like, it's easy to kick game to the...
In America, we call it dropping the spaghetti.
What is that?
We drop, like, when you're talking to, like, if I was talking to Kaio Police and then I just say the wrong, like, I want to ask you for a picture, then I'm like, hey, can I...
Right.
That's dropping the spaghetti.
But if it was some, like, mediocre person, I would have no problem, like, kicking my game. But when I meet these other people, like, I tend to freeze up, and so I can't do my thing.
What about Kara?
Same with her. Yeah.
Kaio Police or Kara, if you could only pick one.
KO. Well, here's the thing. I like it when I see someone while they're working, and they're working hard. And every time I see Kara, she's always like running around, sweating, and taking pictures. That's really hot.
A bunch of people ask this girl or this girl questions. I'll just shoot them at you. All right. Hitomi Tanaka or Kaio Police?
Who's Tanaka?
Hitomi Tanaka? Wait.
Oh, the one with those giant breasts?
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of natural breasts.
Those are pretty natural to me. So, but they're
Hitomi?
Yeah, they look natural.
I don't like big breasts if they're artificial because I feel like it perpetuates the perception that women need to have big breasts, and it's like if you can't balance that with like a monstrous cock, you shouldn't be asking for something that you can't provide yourself. So unless you're like some Adonis or like built like a beast like LeBron James, for example, then you shouldn't be expecting that your girlfriend have unworldly proportions. And so I like to keep it natural because I'm just like a mediocre guy.
Maria Ozawa or Kyle Police?
Maria Ozawa has bad skin. I think she's allergic to semen. So skin is a pretty big thing to me. And she doesn't shave as much. I'm not into that hairy thing. Yeah, so Maria Ozawa is out, but I do like her work ethic. She comes out with a lot of stuff on a continual basis.
And Shoko Goto or Kyle Police?
Who's Shoko Goto? I'll end it right now. Like, Kishi Aino is the end all JV.
I don't know who that one is.
Kishi Aino, like, you don't need to ask me anything more. Like, that's...
Kishi Aino.
I've lost a lot of...
Alright. What is that?
A dictionary? Yeah. It's
You're not completely fluent?
No.
Well, Z's a fraud, guys.
I am a fraud. There's no way you can play games and be like
what? Your visual novels? Do you play visual novels?
No. What is that?
You don't know what VNs are?
No.
You speak. You don't know what you've been to Japan and you don't know what visual novels are?
Giving me acronyms.
Like
I've
okay,
never heard before.
I don't know. Like what Fate Stay Night? You know what Fate Stay Night is? Really?
Oh, are those porn games?
Yeah, they're like, okay, it's like a dating sim where you click on your computer, but not all of them are dating sims.
I know of them.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I haven't actually purchased. They're quite expensive in Japan.
Oh, they are? Well, yeah. I downloaded them for free. What about... there goes that next question. If you know of Katawa Shoujo.
Are they filming something?
They're filming for... Well, their shot just got ruined. They're filming for the AE Top 8 intros. Dimensions in Top 8.
Right.
Well, there goes that question. So I was going to ask if you knew of Katawa Shoujo. I'm going to throw that out. It's like a dating sim made by 4chan, and all of the girls are cripples. Like one girl is mute. Brilliant. One girl is mute and deaf. One is blind. One has no arms. One has no legs, and and one is a burn victim. Which of those disabilities sound appealing to you?
No, I think there are enough single guys in the world for every lonely girl out there. Especially, in those countries that abort girls like China.
Yeah, blind girls can't see what you look like.
No, I mean...
Like, that's an advantage.
Love prevails. I don't know what else to say.
Let's see.
Especially if you watch, like, Korean dramas, you can come back from anything.
Yeah, StarCraft Korean dramas.
So I sort of buy into that Korean universe where you can still be beautiful and be blind, and the other guy doesn't, mind, and he'll give his life for you, and in the end he'll donate his eyeballs to you, and you can see again, but then by then he's dead. Like I buy into that, so it's never over. You can find me on Twitter at Zeep, ZHI, 3 E's and a P. I hope this is edited.
Yeah, this is gonna be so edited.
Oh
my god!
I will come after you if not.
This interview went.
No, it's fine. Like I think you have to be open about it. Like trolling is a two-way street, and you can't be on some lofty, perch and only troll other people and not expect that.
I think you'll do very well in the cosplay community with that kind of attitude.
Yeah, I think it's fair.